What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one. Uh, Man, this morning I'm sitting up at the gym, getting it in. And throughout my gym periods, y'all, like once I stop, like in the middle of a exercise, like once I get done with like three sets, sometimes I like to read. Like this is just I want to read a little more every day because I see the benefits that it give me, and I kind of just want to keep it with me as a practice. And for me, I just say reading just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Reading and writing, which writing is a little more harder for me, but that's something I want to cultivate too. But I want to read every day because it makes my mind clear, it makes my communication and my articulation better. It makes me listen better too, because like I said before, when you're reading, you're listening. Like if you're really absorbing what you reading, you're listening. So today, this video, um, I just stumbled across something brilliant. Like I say, we are still in breaking the habit of being yourself, and shit, man, this book has been challenging me, man. I'm not gonna cap, like, because like I said, it's so well written, but it's like everything this guy says is intentional. Like it's not really many feelers in here. Like he means everything he's saying, so it can be, you know, me personally, I have to take my time with it. I have to take my time and really like slow down with it. So, I'm taking my time with this book. I ain't rushing through it. I ain't just trying to get to like, oh, I read another book. No, I really want to absorb the information here because I mean, just thus far, I ain't even all the way through it, and it's been life changing. But anyway, I want to share this page with y'all right here, because it was powerful, man. He said, I don't know where it said, but it was like, once you change, whenever you make your brain work differently, you're changing your mind. For everybody who asks, like, how do you change your mind? Like, because there was a time where I used to ask that, like, how the fuck am I supposed to change my mind? I can't control my thinking. You know what I mean? I've been there, and but anyway, let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna start on 178. Where should I start? Let me see. Therefore, if you eliminate stimuli from your stimulus world. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start at the top of this page right here. It says, if you eliminate stimuli from your external world by closing your eyes and becoming quiet, decreasing your sensory input, putting your body in a state of stillness, and no longer focusing on linear time, you can become aware solely of how you are thinking and feeling. Very true. And if you begin to pay attention to your unconscious states of mind and body and become familiar with your automatic unconscious programs until they become conscious, would you be meditating? The answer is yes. To know thyself is to meditate. If you are no longer being that old personality, but instead are noticing different aspects of it, wouldn't you agree that you are the consciousness observing the programs of the past identity? In other words, if you consciously observe the old self, you are no longer being it. As you go from being unaware to being aware, you're beginning to objectify your subjective mind. That is, by your paying attention to the old habit of being you, your conscious participation begins to separate you from those unconscious programs and give you more control over them. By the way, if you are successful in consciously restraining those routine states of mind and body, then nerve cells that no longer fire together no longer wire together. This is a concept in the book that he gave previously, neural pathways. This is a brain, I'm probably botched this up. He studies the brain, a biochemist. Man, like, I'm telling y'all gotta grab this one, man. I'm gonna read like a little bit more because I want y'all to see what I was talking about. Contemplate a new, greater expression of self. No, I'm sorry, I skipped some. It said nerve cells that no longer fire together, no longer wire together. As you prune away the neurological hardware of the old self, you also no longer signal the same genes in identical ways. That means you are breaking the habit of being you. Contemplate a new, greater expression of self. Now let's take it one step further. Once you have become familiar with the old self to the extent that no thought, no behavior, and no feeling will cause you to fall unconsciously into previous patterns, you might agree that it would be a good idea to begin to become familiar with a new self. Accordingly, you may ask yourself, what is the greatest expression of myself that I would like to be? If you turn on your frontal lobe and contemplate those aspects of self, you will begin to make your brain work differently than your past self. As your frontal lobe, the CEO, entertains that new question, it looks out over the landscape of the rest of the brain and seamlessly combines all of your stored knowledge and experiences into a new model of thought. It helps create an internal representation for you to begin to focus on. This contemplation process builds new neurological networks. As you ponder the fundamental question above, your neurons will begin to fire and wire in new sequences, patterns, and combinations because you are thinking differently. And whenever you make your brain work differently, you're changing your mind. As you plan your actions, speculate on novel possibilities, and whenever you and conjure up innovative ways of being and dream of new states of mind and body, there will be a moment that the frontal lobe will turn on and lower the volume to the big three. The big three being the body, the mind, and the body, the environment, and what else did he say? I don't know, y'all. I don't even want to botch it up. But just in that little excerpt from the book, let me close this. And I just wanted to share that with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, grab that book. It is a life-changing book. If you really sit down and absorb what the book is telling you, I promise you, you will not be the same. And I can attest to what he's saying in there because, like, with this book, I have been taking my time with it, but that's because I've been applying it. And a lot of these videos that I made previously, it don't solely come from this book, y'all. It comes from like everything. It's like in this period of alignment, it's like different sources are all just coming to a center point where they are agreeing inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell y'all about that meditation, when I tell you about playing with your brain and healing, you know what I'm saying? Like all of it is a combination of what I'm gathering, and I'm seeing the changes that it's making in my life, you know what I'm saying? So definitely get that book, man. I'm telling you, get that book. It's powerful, But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I want to ask y'all, what was your thoughts on that? What was your thoughts on what we read, if you stayed and listened to everything? All right. I got to get back to my workout. Got to finish it up. But yeah, whether today is a good day, a rough day, whether you're at the pinnacle of your success or you barely making ends meet, it's cool. The greatest place that you could come from is right where you are. Not perfect, just real. All right. I wish you peace, love, and abundance every single day, but especially on the days that it rains. And with that being said, I am signing out. Peace.